shot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
It's game time in Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against Phoenix.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. John Henson out there with Monroe. And it's Bayless in at the 1 spot. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Here's Golden State. It's Curry with the drive, and he gets it to go.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And so it's Milwaukee now. It's a 3-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Now here's Curry. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bayless the pass to Henson. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. And it's slammed in by Monroe.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Green, the screen. Down low. Pass to Bogut. Tries it from 9. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And Bayless kicks to Henson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Monroe, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Monroe's got his second basket. Now here's Curry. Pass to Bogut. He kicks to Green. There's the feed to Thompson. The dish now to Curry. Green, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Screen by Monroe. Bayless dishes to Monroe. From 12 feet out. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Monroe's got 6.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Cavaliers. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Milwaukee. And they're down 4 spots from them.
And right now for the Bucks, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Monroe, no good. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Green in the post. Working on Henson. Bogut with a screen on Middleton. Goes up off the pick. And Bogut slams it in.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. Curry passes to Green. Thompson outside. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. It's Bogut with the drive. Left side Curry, 17-foot shot on the way. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Here is Bayless. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Now, here is Monroe. It's hauled in by Bogut. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And that one's good, Barnes.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here is Bayless. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Monroe with another miss.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Bogut dishes to Barnes. Outside for Curry. Monroe against Barnes. And the rejection by Monroe. Green, no luck. The Bucks trail. And Bayless kicks to Henson. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Screen by Bogut. Dishes it to Thompson. To the inside. Bogut kicks to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. No good from Bogut.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kicks it to Middleton. Monroe sets a screen for Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Curry passes to Bogut. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Six to shoot. They need this one. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter-Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
On the subject of Michael Carter-Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field. You expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role. Oh! Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Warriors leading by 6. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Mayo, and there's the lay-in.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Livingston, no luck. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Parker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Thompson with the bucket.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Carter Williams against Thompson. Now here's Carter Williams. Defense right on him. Outside Mayo. He feeds it to Parker. From 11 feet away. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Parker's got 6. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Here's Looney. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Looney's got his first 2 points of the night. Bucks trail by 5. Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here is Livingston. Carter Williams covering. Barbosa dishes to Livingston. Azili kicks to Iguodala. And the pass to Looney. The shot is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17. Also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
And here's Iguodala outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
There's the screen. Here's Carter Williams, and the rejection by Azili. Iguodala with it, now guarded by Middleton. Iguodala kicks to Azili. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Livingston passes to Looney. Top of the key, Azili. Clock at 6. Livingston dishes to Barbosa. The three-pointer off the mark. Mayo drives in, and the rejection by Azili. Plumlee, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Barbosa for three. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Warriors.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. One out the wings, it's Iguodala and Barnes. And it's Curry in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Iguodala outside. He dishes it to Bogut. Back to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Misses the 3. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Monroe. And the rejection by Iguodala. Barnes passes to Iguodala. Bogut back up on top. Curry outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
To the middle, here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And he gets it to go.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Curry dishes to Green. And the 3 off target. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And, you know, you hear everybody talking about Giannis's potential. I mean, look at the athleticism coupled with his measurables. I mean, that is just off the chart.
To the paint. Green kicks to Curry. Feeds it to Barnes. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 5 points so far. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Carter Williams kicks to Henson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Carter Williams against Curry. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Henson. Fader on the way, and too long on the shot.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Shot's good by Iguodala.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Monroe. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Golden State moving the ball around. Stolen by Monroe. Here is Bayless. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. The second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
They get the rebound outside for Curry. And here's Green outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Bayless the pass to Henson. Here's Monroe, and it's sent back by Bogut.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, he has 8 points and the 1 steal.
Milwaukee's shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Carter Williams. Makes it off the glass. Carter Williams has got 5 points so far.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Stolen by Monroe. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Rush is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Now Bayless uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead. And here is Curry. Pass to Spates. To the paint. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And now running up the court, Rush pushing it all the way. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Miles Plumlee's checked in for John Henson. Jabari Parker comes in for Greg Monroe. Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Mayo in for Michael Carter Williams. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball. Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Here is Bayless. He's got 6, and now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Livingston. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Now Bayless. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ezeli dishes to Thompson. Three-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Warriors leading by 11. Thompson from long range. And it's good, assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his fourth assist in this one. Here is Bayless. 6 points for him. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
And Thompson kicks to Ezeli. Thompson against Mayo. There's the dish to Rush. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Bucks trail by 14. Bayless the pass to Middleton. It's Parker top of the key. They set the pick. Now Bayless. He's got 8 off the pick. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Thompson kicks to Livingston. The kick out to Spates. Fades back. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense. For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Ezeli dishes to Thompson. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Mayo. There's the pick. The feed now to Middleton. 1:04 left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Bayless. With the fadeaway. And Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here is Plumlee. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Warriors, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Outside, Green. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And that's 15 points for Draymond Green.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
The drive by Green. He kicks to Ezeli. Thompson passes to Livingston. Rebound, Milwaukee. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time.
Greg, I thought it was a solid effort from them all the way around. I mean, but as you and I know, moral victories are kind of empty consolation prizes. A loss is a loss.
Mayo kicks to Plumlee. The second effort. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And another shot. And so that brings...
Kevin, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 21 points, 2 assists. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is up.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Monroe is out there with John Henson, and it's Bayless in at the point guard.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 9 points. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
Stephen Curry again. He's got 11.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Bayless the pass to Henson. Here's Monroe. The shot is off.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Outside Curry. Kicks to Bogut. Takes a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. On to Antetokounmpo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Bayless. Good. Bayless has got 12 in the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Henson. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. He's got 6.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second-chance points.
And the wide-open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Bucks trail by 17. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18-23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He was focused on their post play and was pleading with them to try to get the ball into the low post every trip down. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris. The shot by Ateto Kumbo. Nobody around. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season. A forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in his game. I mean, he can be too passive and reluctant on the court.
He feeds it to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. Fade away. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
Barnes with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Curry against Ateto Kumbo. Now the pass to Carter Williams. To the paint. No one near Henson as he lets it go. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Curry with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Bogut. 14 points for Steph Curry.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. And it's Barnes slapping it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Henson, and it's sent back by Bogut. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Feeds it to Barnes. Inside. Curry kicks to Bogut. Curry against Carter Williams. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. He dishes it to Middleton. Screen by Monroe. Middleton drives in. We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, it's really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. Jabari Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Curry dishes to Bogut. Shoots. They grab their own miss. Passes it to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Carter Williams. Curry kicks to Bogut. Green inside the three-point line. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
Off target from three-point range.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Carter Williams against Curry. Bogut high post. Shot clock at 6. Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now it's up to 25 points for Draymond Green.
And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Here's Curry. He's got 14. Pass to Barbosa. Bogut drives in. To the inside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Middleton on the wing. There's the three. Count that one. Middleton's got 6 points in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Curry with the three. To the middle. Green kicks to Curry. Here's Barbosa. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Bucks trail by 17. Here's the screen. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Here's Parker. Got a hand on it. Curry is inside. Defended by Middleton.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
They double him with Green. Looking to get it going. And it's sent back by Bogut. And they get it back. Warriors leading by 17. Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Carter Williams with it. Now Green defending. Screen by Monroe. Here's Middleton. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Middleton's got 10 points. The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Leandro Barbosa. The shot's good from Bayless. He's got 14.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. That's 10 points for O.J. Mayo.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Bayless.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
To the middle, here's Parker, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
46 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Bayless. Soft touch off the glass. Bayless has got 8 here in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Shot by Mayo is no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Rush. Antetokounmpo defending. Pass to Green. Parker with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got it. The fast break chance. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Bayless has got it back down to within single digits for Milwaukee. Green inside the three-point line. And a great show through 3 quarters. As we enter the 4th, who will carry the day? The Warriors on top, leading by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Parker against Iguodala. Parker's shot is off.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those 2 things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Green kicks to Ezeli. Here is Livingston. 4 on the clock. Iguodala wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bucks trail by 14. Here's Carter-Williams, but they get it back. Here's Bayless. And another shot. Iguodala outside. To the paint, Parker with the steal. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's Henson. Here's Plumlee, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Carter-Williams with it, picked up by Thompson. Bayless, the basket good off the assist from Carter-Williams. Carter-Williams has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Livingston kicks to Thompson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Bayless the pass to Carter-Williams. Plumlee with a screen on Green. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Carter-Williams.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
It's Iguodala with the drive and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Carter-Williams kicks to Plumlee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Parker against Iguodala. Fades and shoots. Here's Henson. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
Yeah, but they've got to find a way to convert those extra possessions into points if they're going to come back in this one.
Now here's Carter-Williams. Here's Plumlee. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Bayless dishes to Carter-Williams. And that one's good. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
The dish to Plumlee. Carter-Williams sets a screen for Plumlee. Plumlee with the screen. And Parker, here we go. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Carter Williams against Thompson. Puts it up from 17. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Parker. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Green passes to Ezeli. Livingston kicks to Ezeli from deep. Iguodala. Another miss by Iguodala.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Henson with the screen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. When you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
There's Green with the 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. Cranes the 3-pointer. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the 3-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Back to Thompson. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Curry can't get it to go.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation. We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Bayless. Henson's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
The feed to Monroe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's 13 points for Greg Monroe. The Warriors lead it. Curry kicks to Bogut. Screen by Bogut. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Knocked away. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. Monroe right side. To take the lead. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Green passes to Curry. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Curry's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Green dishes to Curry. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Henson, a screen on Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. And Milwaukee has possession, trailing by 4. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Looking at the numbers for John Henson, 8 rebounds, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Henson hits them both.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told us, guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside. And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Henson with the screen. It's stolen by Curry. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Middleton can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 5 to the inside. Curry. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Curry's got 33.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Another shot, Henson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Green, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Monroe nails both of them.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
On its way from Curry for 2, off the left rim and out.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Monroe buries it, and that shot brings them to within just 1.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
And Curry, here we go. It's good.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 3. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Milwaukee now. Up top, Carter Williams. He's covered by Iguodala.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Here's Iguodala. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Milwaukee with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Monroe. Nails it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Off the inbound. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're losing by 2. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Stephen Curry. He simply had a dominant third quarter. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille